Hello everybody, my name is Masterstarman, and welcome back for more Donkey Kong 64. Starting off in Snipes here, I actually off-camera trading in the blueprints for all the rest of the Kongs, but I'm trading in the blueprints for just about everyone right now, because, you know, we have a lot of blueprints we could have traded in, and I just wanted to get some gold bananas out of the way because of that. Now, whenever you trade in all these blueprints, I wanted to show this off here, because this is the blueprint screen, and I never showed this off before, but yeah, we can kind of see what's going on right now. And yeah, it seems like we uncovered some pretty vital information, I suppose. Bless myself. Ugh. Okay, the audio peaked there. I'm gonna have to cut those things out, but still. Jeez. Anyways, hello everybody, my name is Masterstarman, and welcome back for more Donkey Kong 64. Last time, we pretty much finished up in Frantic Factory, and in this part, we're taking on the boss. So, I think I said this before, but I still wish there was a way how, like, once you beat the boss, like, the Trough and Scoff or whatever it's called place stays open, and then you come back when you have every banana in the level and there's like something else, because it would give the really cool but admittedly really pointless thing in the background like actually having some use. But I guess it's just not done that way. One thing I guess I will mention though, this game's getting re-released on Wii U eShop, which is really bizarre, because it's been really inconsistent about what games were, like, gonna be able to be released on the Wii U eShop and the Wii Virtual Console and stuff. But I think that's a pretty cool idea that this game's finally getting ported, so if you guys want to play this game, then definitely be sure to get that game if you guys have been wanting to play it, because yeah, why not? It's a great game. And this boss just so happens to need Tiny. And not gonna lie, I don't really like this boss fight very much. I think this is one of the harder bosses in the game, and I just don't really like this guy in general. You'll see what I mean. I do kind of like the way this arena starts off, though. We're just in this area, and it seems like everything seems dark here, but there's this one glowing tile. Gee, I wonder what this glowing tile will do. Oh my god! I totally didn't see that one coming. Here we go, meet the boss of Frantic Factory, Mad Jack. Mad Jack is one of my least favorite bosses in the game. I don't like his battle. I think it's a big step up in difficulty to the point where I thought this was the part I couldn't get past as a kid. And on top of that, I hate this guy's laugh so much. He sounds like freaking Toad from Mario Kart 64, if Toad got hit with, like, a freaking blue shell or something. Like, you know, Toad's, blah, 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 blah. That was a bad butchering of it. Like, he just has the same really stupid laugh that Toad has, and hated him as a kid, hate him to this day. I don't think he's impossible like I did when I was a kid, but I still think he's one of the harder bosses in the game. Some people might even say he's the hardest boss in the game, and that's a pretty bad step up in difficulty if you go from having two pathetic easy bosses to having, like, the hardest one in the third world of the game. Because DK64 is a pretty difficult game. It gets hard later on. And not even in just the bosses, but, like, the regular levels get kind of difficult on their own. I mean, the hardest thing about this game, hands down, would definitely be those minigames. Like, we've already seen Beaver Bother, and you already know how much I hated it from this version. Later versions of Beaver Bother are total hell, and there's other minigames that are really bad too, like... Oh god, I don't even know. Some of them almost boil down to luck. I'd say even Beaver Bother boils down to luck sometimes. Now then, to find a platform with a blue switch. There we go. To kill this boss, whenever he's like in those whenever you see the buttons, you need to pound the one that's the same color as the one he's standing on. It's like if he's on a white switch, you need to look for the white tile that has the switch on it. I know, it's a little tough to understand, but... Jesus, X, stop yawning. And more tiles spawn. And this is the part where he starts getting a little bit tricky, because he starts shooting lasers, and these lasers are deadly. They will, like, haunt you in your sleep. They shoot really fast, and they just desire to knock you off those platforms. If you fall off, it restarts the current phase. And Magi thinks going invisible helps him. Doesn't really. It makes him a whole lot faster, but it doesn't really help him in too much. Doesn't mean this fight is any less annoying. Really doesn't. And that was a really stupid decision. I realized he was on a blue tile, and I could have killed him right there, but no, instead I decided to get hit by his lasers again for a couple times, and then I just started making a bunch of stupid decisions. Like, I usually do have some problems with this fight sometimes, but... And then something like that can happen, which literally I didn't see how I could have avoided that one, but... Or that, like, really, how in the world was I supposed to avoid that? And then, what even happened there? Like, good god. Yeah, they don't make games like this anymore. Nowadays, if you've fallen as much as I did, they would have given you like a friggin' super guide option or some shit. Oh, you having too much trouble with this? Why not make this so much easier? You know, actually, that kind of brings me to a topic. In the recent Nintendo Direct that I watched, they showed off some information on Yoshi's Woolly World, and in Yoshi's Woolly World, apparently there's this new mode where it's like... Apparently there's a normal mode and a casual mode. By the way, how could I have freaking avoided that? There's like a normal mode and a casual mode, and the casual mode like gives you a wing Yoshi the whole time. Like, Kirby's Epic Yarn was a really easy game on its own. I mean, it was easy and it was difficult at the same time. Like, it was easy to beat the game because you couldn't die at all. But like, if you were actually going for like gold medals and all the treasures and stuff, it was a moderate challenge. I mean, it's nothing, it's far from difficult, mind you, but it's not like a walk in the park either. You actually have to work for some of that stuff. And some of those extra minigames could also be pretty difficult. But I mean, it wasn't like it was that easy of a game, really. And I see the blue switch on the screen, Zach. You don't need to be Yeah. I don't know, I just think that the Wing Yoshi part is a little unnecessary. Bye-bye. There we go, that is it for Mad Jack. I do like the atmosphere of his arena, though. It's, like, it really does suit the factory theme of it. Anyways, let's leave this freaking level. And I don't do a clumsy thing here, actually. And something I noticed when I was playing off camera... Well, first of all, there's a Kasplat in this room. When I was playing off camera, I noticed that DK and Tiny actually have gold bananas in the overworld that I never got yet. DK's is actually right below Snipes in the overworld, which is near the Frantic Factory entrance. And Tiny's is behind the Banana Ferry Island place. So, yeah, I'll be sure to get those before I start off the 5th world. I don't know, I just pick on the fact whenever I say that now, like, I'm sorry if it gets annoying, it's probably better that I just cut that out, but whatever. Then again, I'm recording this after I recorded the 4th world, so... Now, I don't remember what I do in the overworld from here on until the end of the video. I know I do stuff in Jungle Japes and Angry Aztec in the next world, which the next video actually was pretty long, actually, now that I think about it. Like, I imagine some stuff I can cut down, but still, like, I can imagine the next world probably being at least, or the next video, I mean, being at least, like, a good 40 minutes or so. I don't know. Yeah, there's a lot of these in the overworld, just like pads that you play to, where Squawks gives you a golden banana. There's one of these, and there's a couple by Angry Aztec. One of them creates a Diddy barrel, which is needed for something else, but yeah. Alrighty then, it's Chunky. I think I go back, like I said, to the Angry Aztec area. I think. AVG antivirus, no, go away. I'm pretty sure I got, or no, I didn't, because I would have just gotten Chunky. See, yeah, there's a pineapple switch up here. There's one of these, I think, in the overworld for every Kong. There's one for Chunky here. The DK one is by Snipes. The tiny one is by the Banana Ferry Island, which I forgot to go get. The Blanky one we already got, and the Diddy one is in an area we haven't been to in the island yet. So with Chunky, I swim all the way out here. For some reason, I thought we could do this yet, but I don't think we can actually do this next part until, like, much later on in the game. I thought we could have done this earlier on, but I guess not. Chunky can climb up these trees, by the way, which is a good thing to note. And there's Banana Ferry here. Yeah, I thought there was a Chunky barrel here, but I don't see it, so I know there's something later on that does create a Chunky barrel here, though, I guess, so we'll be sure to do that next whenever we get that. Because, yeah, I don't even see a shadow here, so no Chunky barrel yet. And that was kind of weird. I was, like, bouncing off something invisible. There's a big X over here. This has something to do with that Chunky barrel I was just talking about. I don't think we can do anything with it yet. No, it doesn't look like it. like I said, I don't remember when that chunky thing opens up, but there's a lot of stuff in the overworld I don't remember all that well, so... And the overworld, they kind of consider the overworld World 8, which it makes sense. It has as much, like, golden bananas as a regular level. There's 25 gold bananas in the overworld. So... I mean, there's, like, and there's 5 Kasplats in the overworld as well. We only have a couple of them, and believe it or not, DK's Kasplat in the overworld is a pretty good contender for what might be the last golden banana you get in the game. It's really... it's really... like, close to that one, but that one's, like, one of the last ones you'll definitely get. And then Chunky gets a golden banana. And I don't know why I did this, I guess so I could just get to the bottom faster or something. Stop yawning, Zach. Stay awake. And yeah, trombone switch. At least I'm not confusing trombone for saxophone, because when I first played this game, I used to do that a lot, so... Or not really first played this game, but... Yeah, you get what I mean. And because Lanky already had one of these, this creates a Diddy barrel. That's in a place that we have not even come close to going to yet, so... Yeah, I guess... Oh, okay, I know what I'm doing here. Finally, time to get this one golden banana that we've put off for a long time, because we triggered this one a long time ago when we could not get it at all, because just how kind of picky the game needs to be. But yeah, we need to use Tiny for this. I think Wrinkly is kind of bad with her hints, though, because... Like, she usually, every time I talk to her, she always says the same hint, so... And I've already completed Angry Aztec for Diddy, so it's not like it really matters too much, but still. And, yeah, I don't know why I ran up there with Diddy, because the tag barrel's down here. And... Tiny for... this here. I remember that being kind of a tricky jump to make too, but I guess it's not really. And Big Bug Bash, and one of the harder versions of this minigame to play because it's an overworld one. You need to hit this thing 8 times, and I'm not the biggest fan of this minigame in the world. I'm gonna be open and say that. I think that the bug is annoying to hit sometimes, and I just don't like this minigame very much. I think the hit detection is really, really weird. And hit. And a hit. And a hit. There we go. Yeah, that minigame's weird. I think that's one of the harder versions of it, though, so... If that's the case, then... Yeah, then I guess that's a good, like, warm-up. If you can do that, then you can usually do any version of Big Bug Bash. And for Chunky, I guess to end this video off, I decided to see what's in Chunky's area over here, because there was a Hunky Chunky barrel this way. First we got it for killing all these zingers, I believe. I think that's what you needed to do. I could be wrong, and I just decided to go all John Rambo on it. I could have gone all... Can't think of a famous triangle player, so... Again, who the hell would... Who would freaking make triangle their main instrument? That's what I want to know. If someone would, then... I don't know, kudos to that person, but still... And yeah, just hitting that thing flips the door there that reveals Chunky's thing there, so for doing that, I guess we'll read what Wrinkly Kong has to say and then I'll end the video off. Match the symbols and put the jugs on the podium. Yeah, we'll be doing that in the next episode, so next time, we're gonna head off to Jungle Japes and Angry Aztec as chunky, and Jungle Japes as tiny and lanky as well, and finishing up everything we needed to do in those worlds as the rest of the Kongs. So, thank you so much for watching this episode of DK64. If you like it, then please be sure to leave a thumbs up and a comment. It means a lot, and be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. And thank you just in general for watching this Let's Play. It's been a lot of fun, and I hope you enjoy it so far. So, thank you for watching. I've been Masterstarman, and I will see you guys in the next episode, I suppose. Thank you, and I'll see you then. Peace out.